Hey guys, Brandon Sweeney here again, and on today's video, I'm gonna be covering a hot topic in real estate right now, scams. Let's jump into it. Welcome back to another video. Are you selling your home? Watch out for these 3 common scams happening all over the marketplace every single day. Typically, buying and selling real estate is one of the biggest transactions that you'll do in your lifetime, so protect that investment and make sure to check these out. The first scam I want to talk about is wire fraud. Attorneys started using wiring of funds to ensure that a transaction goes smoothly up until the last step of the closing. So wiring of funds, it's just quicker in a lot of cases for them, as opposed to requiring the buyer to bring a bank check at closing. They know that that loan is funded from the jump. What scammers are doing right now is they're asking you your personal data. So whether that's your social security number or your bank account number or even a credit card, they're going to send you an email and ask for that information so that they can wire those funds and get them in the right possession. But it's really not the attorney reaching out to you with that information, it's the scammer. I always make sure that I'm telling my clients to call the recipient. Call your attorney to ensure that it was them who sent you that email, because a lot of cases, they'll use an email that is similar, but not exactly what that attorney's email is. So again, follow up, make sure that the right recipient is receiving your wire of funds, because it could be detrimental in your real estate closing. So once this money's gone, it's gone. I was talking with a colleague of mine, and one of his clients actually fell victim to this exact scam. They sent their money in a few days before closing, and the attorney never received it. So they had followed up with that client, and the client said, yep, I sent it in a few days ago, you should have it. Well, the attorney never received it. So looking back in their emails, they saw that the actual recipient of their wired of funds, it wasn't the exact attorney's email. So typically they'll use 1 letter off or 1 digit off from the attorney's email, and it looks legit. But realistically, they didn't have a conversation with that attorney, and I don't think they received their money at all. When you're messing with someone's livelihood, that's not okay. That could have been their only money left before the closing of the house. So in terms of their house purchase, it got delayed. Yes, they had additional funds, but at the end of the day, they lost a considerable amount of money. The second scam to watch out for is paying for your deed. I know, sounds weird, but a lot of the times your deed is already given to you at the time of closing, and in most cases, your deed is public record. So in Massachusetts at least, you can go and type in Massachusetts deeds, and you'll be able to find records for any deed that's been filed in Massachusetts. So at the end of the day, your attorney, if they don't give it to you at closing, you can always request a copy from your attorney or your real estate agent. A lot of the times both will have it, or you can just simply search online or go down to the registry of deeds closest to you, and you should be able to find that deed. So what this scam is doing is they're reaching out to you either via a phone call or an email. They're asking you to pay them, whether it's $50 or $100, they're asking you for that money so that they can send you a certified copy of your deed in the mail. You don't need to do that. Just call your real estate agent or your attorney, and they'll make sure that you get the correct documentation that you need and request. Now for the third scam, verify international buyers are true buyers. So it's great that people from all different countries, they want to purchase property in the United States, but at the end of the day, if they're not willing to provide asset statements, or they're not willing to have a conversation over the phone with a translator, then you may need to watch out for those buyers. A lot of the times, those international buyers who are scammers, right? We need to differentiate the two, who are scammers, they'll request via email a contract. And in terms of what they say in that email, a lot of the times it includes verbiage that is, hey, you need to make a decision right now. So it's those hasty decisions that could cost you. In terms of selling your house, verify those international buyers are true. In terms of buying your next house, make sure you're not falling victim to international fraud, right? Make sure that you're dealing with a true realtor or an attorney that understands the market in that area that you're buying. Because at the end of the day, if they get any sort of information regarding your bank statement, your social security number, or even a credit card, you could be cleared out of all of the cash that you have. So just verify those international buyers are true buyers and make sure that you have all the information that you need. I actually have a bonus scam that I want to share with you. So this is happening all the time, and it's even happening to my friends and family. It's the rental scam. So what happens is these scammers, they will pull the pictures, pull the description, and post a true MLS listing of a house for sale, but they'll post it up as a house for rent. So they'll post it on Craigslist or they'll post it on Facebook Marketplace as a rental, and truly it's not for rent, it's for sale, and it's likely under contract. So they'll have all of these beautiful photos, they'll have the beautiful description, allowing pets, allowing smoking, right? Typically some things that most rentals aren't going to allow, they're allowing it, and the price is the money. The price is right there. So for example, a friend of mine was looking in Haverhill, Massachusetts. This scam was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in Haverhill, listed for $1,400, I believe. And when it came down to it, my friend reached out via Craigslist. The gentleman who was representing that listing reached back out to him with an application process, with him filling out his credit card info for a background check. And at the end of the day, he reached out to me to make sure that this wasn't a scam. Well, I did some digging. I looked through the MLS, which is what every realtor uses to buy and sell real estate. So I looked through the MLS and I actually found this exact listing with all of the photos, the description, everything intact. But guess what? The house was for sale instead of for rent. So if he had decided to move forward with renting this place or even sending any personal data to this scammer, well, he would have been out of a serious amount of money. So this actually happened to a client of mine. They were interested in renting this property in Lowell, Massachusetts, but the problem was my colleague, they had this listing for sale. So these guys, they submitted their application, they did the background check and everything. And on the day that they were supposed to move in, they show up with the moving truck, and guess what? They had no keys, they had no information other than to call the realtor on the sign. So that realtor picked up, she forwarded the information over to me because she doesn't handle buyers on her sales, and they were dumbfounded. They got duped out of, I believe, $2,800 because it was first and last, no security deposit, which again, another red flag. But they were duped out of $2,800. And for them, that was a lot of money. So they thought they were renting this beautiful house in Lowell, but they found out that they got scammed. And I had to explain to them what that scam was and what it was really doing to them and their family. It displaced them. They didn't have anywhere else to go, so they lived in a hotel for the time being until they could find their next rental. So again, be careful out there. There's scams every single day happening in the real estate market. So just be aware and be cognizant of that. So these are just a few scams that happen every single day in the real estate market. But if you have a personal story that you want to share in the comments down below, share that so other people don't fall victim to that scam. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe because we're pushing out content every single month, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts of this video are, and what you'd like to see in future videos on this channel. Again, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you in the next video.